Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we've got 3 days before our financial report. We're doing pretty well financially, but we are ready to deploy. So let's go ahead and do so, and hopefully we'll run into a few more of those heavies. Ooh, is that Comstar? That is versus Comstar. So is that. And that. Sad. Sad, sad, sad. I was hoping some of these would not be against Comstar. That's a lot of salvage, though. Target acquisition? Oof. Pass on that, actually. I am going to fight Comstar here, I think. Actually, wait. I believe that we can, at this point, ally Comstar, can we not? We cannot. Okay, we're not quite there yet. I mean, there is a Comstar mission, but it's not particularly good. I think that we will actually run this one. It's a Comstar destroy base with a lot of good salvage. Yeah, we're going to lose some Comstar opinion, but I think I'm okay with this. And I think we run this as is. Well, let's go. Come on, Comstar, throw some heavies at us. That would be nice. I would love to get a Marauder. We'll see if we can. It'll certainly be interesting. There's no doubt about that. I mean, this destroy base, we could theoretically be against a Lance of Turrets, a Comstar Lance of Defenders, a Comstar Lance of Relievers, and potentially a secondary Comstar Defending Lance. That's, what, a grand total of 22 units, potentially, we could be up against here? This will be very interesting. We'll see how this goes, but we need to destroy the Comstar communications facility and escape. We require a small but overwhelming military strike to infiltrate Comstar territory and disable their communications facility. As prelude to hostile actions elsewhere in Outreach, it's imperative that the Comstar network goes offline to remove their ability to coordinate a response. A prelude sounds like more work ahead for us, so let's get this done, Commander. Indeed.
Command interface initiated.
Okay, well, these are the communication structures. Comstar is going to be very, very happy with us destroying their HPGs, I'm sure. That's how Comstar usually is. Extremely understanding when people are just like, you know, I don't want you to have HPGs anymore. And they're just like, you know, ultimately I get it. No, that's not how Comstar is at all. Okay, so we know there's enemies up over here.
Let's get to fighting.
That's a lot of enemies. Okay.
Reminds me of my first wife. Hey, nice wasteland we got here. Okay, let's just get this done so we can get out of here.
So this is currently a worst case scenario. Let's see what ends up happening. I'm not saying that we can't do this. This is continuing to be a worst case scenario. Okay. So we have currently the turrets, we have the base garrison, which is out over here, and the support lance, which is up over here. Now we do have allies, which makes it a slightly less worst case scenario. Over here, we see a helicopter. We know it has thermobaric explosion active. This looks like a blackjack to me. A hovercraft of some variety. What is this guy, a hatchetman? No. What are you? I don't know what this guy is. A medium of some type, I'm pretty sure. And then there's this guy over here, which looks a lot like a fire starter to me. Okay, that's not too terrifying. We know that they've got this guy, this guy, this guy. Yeah, they have units everywhere. Okay. We're a little bit exposed right now.
Commander.
Our Raven is what moves. This is rear arc on this guy. What would those hit odds actually be like? Pretty terrible. He hasn't moved yet. Okay. That Ripper has got to go. Otherwise, he's going to overheat us. We're going to have heat issues anyway. We'll try to narc him. We'll see how this goes. We did not narc him. We just shot him down instead. Okay, I'll accept it.
One for the scrap heap.
I am noticing that that did not count as the base garrison or as the Comstar support lance. So this might be a reinforcement lance.
Yes, Commander.
At this time, I'm going to reserve. Let's see what they do. A lot of nothing. I'm going to continue to reserve.
Waiting for the right play.
Our friend the Manticore fires on this Comstar vehicle, does nothing. We don't expect it to. These guys haven't moved yet. So this seems reasonably fine. We're not shocked that they're firing on the Raven. They missed everything. Okay. Next up. Phase 16, we see that they have 2 movers. They probably have more that we don't see as well. Again with firing on the Raven and missing everything. I like that a lot, actually. That's really nice. Okay, this guy jumps. Fires on our allied warrior. I'm okay with that. That buys us time. This guy steps forward. Also fires on our allied warrior. Once again, I'm okay with it.
Enemy structure is weakening.
He stray shot his own structure there. That is a very overheating mech. Okay. I'm actually surprised that that warrior is still alive right now. We're going to continue to reserve. Phase 13. Okay, that's not going to do anything. That's not a great target for them right now. I would really prefer that they didn't do that. Okay, now we're going to see a Comstar unit move. Okay.
Damage minimal.
That's manageable. And then he ace pilots. Out of curiosity, we have no data on that. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to reserve one final time. That's Nerby. Okay. Gotcha. So, at this point, all these guys have now moved. They're up on that ridge.
I'm receiving you.
Our Centurion, I would love to move in behind this guy. It's not really a good option. We're going to move in over here with our Centurion. We're going to engage this force over here. What are our best hit odds with the heavy rifle? That's the only thing I care about right now is the heavy rifle. The Irby is the best hit odds.
Firing.
And we do not get much out of that. Okay. Fantastic. Well, let's just proceed here. We'll let our ally phase 10 move. Cestrus moves up. Fires on that turret. Does 40 damage to it. That's acceptable. What else do we got here? Oh, I thought he had moved all of his units. Round 1. Or, what phase was that? Phase 10. There's a phase 10 mover out here with a large laser. Oh, it's this Cestrus. Okay. And it moved off down here.
I'm here.
Sure. So our Vulcan is now going to move up over here.
Coordinates received.
I'd love to hit that Irby. Light him up if you can. 16 damage. Okay. What else? The Centurion? Yeah, that's actually fine. I would like to move the Centurion about here.
Copy that, Commander.
And in terms of hit odds, these are pretty bad, in all honesty. We're just going to fire the LRM and the chaff.
I'm on him.
Okay, a little bit of damage, and we blinded him. That was the goal. The Blackjack is now going to step up over here. 24.8. That's not terrible, actually. Don't fire the long fire for heat purposes, because it's only 8.8%. We'll fire the rest. I'm a little concerned about the bombast on our Centurion. We're good. Excellent. That's an arm destruction. That is a big, big deal. Thumpers. On one of these turrets. That is continuing to be a worst case scenario there. Okay. We're going to just step forward with the Hunchy here. Our hit odds aren't going to be great. We'll fire on this guy. We'll see what we can get. Probably not much. Yeah, absolutely nothing, in fact. Okay.
I missed.
You did indeed.
Commander?
At this time, I'm trying to decide what I want to do with the stiletto. I was thinking about that. This ridge makes things complicated. We could simply sprint down here as a scout so that we can see the Cestrus, and then fire the SRM right now. We don't hit. I didn't expect to. And we can try to get up behind these guys, flanking them. The Ghost, on the other hand, is 100% going to come in here. Like, 100 million %.
Roger that.
And we are going to light up this Irby as best we can, which isn't tremendously good. Yeah, that went actually almost as poorly as it could have. They shoot down the warrior. We're okay with this. Yeah, as long as our allies are keeping their turrets and this force over here busy, I'm reasonably okay with it. I'm going to move the Raven down over here.
Confirmed.
I'm not tremendously happy about the positioning, but we're going to fire on this guy with only the Narc launcher.
Engaging.
Oof, that was a terrible shot. Okay. Yeah, this is going pretty poorly.
Ready for order.
Well, our stiletto at this point can actually get into a rear arc here. And I like that. We can get up behind this thorn. Is this acceptable? Is this good enough? I think we're only going to fire the SRM-6 right now.
An enemy 6.
Soften him up a tiny amount and get in closer. That Raptor is obviously going to go for the stiletto. This was always going to be the case. Yeah. Like I said, that was always going to be the case.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Okay, who moves next? This guy. Going for the Prowler. Okay, we'll accept that. Our allies are just trying to keep these guys busy right now. That's the only idea there. Huntsman moves up. He should overheat here. He should overheat. I'm not sure if he did, though. That's a line holder attacking our stiletto. Okay, that's irrelevant. We don't care about that.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Indeed. So now our ally moves. We'll see what they get done. I'm not betting on a lot. 15 damage to the Javelin. I mean, that Javelin doesn't have much armor. So that's okay. Probably not the choice I would have made, but sure. Phase 16. Who moves now? The Thorn. Yikes. Okay, he missed. All's good. Fantastic. Next up, this Centurion. Now, this is our rotary rifle Centurion. I would like to position it out over this way. We are skylining, and I'm aware of this. 17.9, 37.0. Light up that Irby.
Locking off. All weapons distant.
That was a lot of damage, actually.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Okay. Another ally movement is the Manticore. Rear arc attack on that light mortar carrier. I don't hate that. Phase 14, the Javelin moves. Gets a few good hits in on the stiletto there.
Damage. Minimal.
We're now unsteady, but most of the threat over here is over.
Receiving you.
The Blackjack is going to move up. Or actually, are we? Are we just going to move over like this? I think we are. We'll move over to here. I would love to finish that Irby. And we have decent hit odds on it. Go for it. I'll accept this heat.
All weapons are go.
That's a hip destruction and a head hit. And a knockdown. Does he eject? Pilot incapacitation, maybe? That's a pilot incapacitation. Okay.
Waiting for orders.
That I will accept. We'll move up to here. 46% on the Javi. Go for it. This would be a small overheat. I don't care.
Fire an all weapons.
Good damage to the Javelin there.
Watch my heat.
But we have to get these guys taken out ASAP. We're going to move up with our Vulcan, and we're also going for the Javelin here. The Ultra AC-5 is jammed, sadly. Some decent structure exposure there, but I've seen better, for sure.
Yeah.
Our Hunchback is going to move up and hopefully finish the job. Our hit odds aren't the best here. We're going to give it a go, though. Yeah, that didn't go well at all. Okay. Who moves next? That's fine. I don't care about that. They can do that all they want. If they thumper the Hunchy too, I'm completely fine with that.
Right here.
So our Ghost can get up into rear arc of the Javelin. And I'm going to do that.
Confirmed.
Not going to fire the Rocket 20 here. But everything else. Okay. So the Javelin's now unsteady.
I think I hit something special.
I think, anyway. Phase 9, we'll see who moves. It's one of our allies first. It's the Sestris. Okay. And he goes for the Huntsman. He does 44 damage. Not too bad. And now another enemy moving. It's that artillery turret that I'm most concerned about, in all honesty. Okay. So that was this Sestris down here. We'll see where it ace pilots to. Okay. It just backs off. I don't care about that in the slightest. Or that. Okay. No artillery onto us. I will happily take that. I'm going to send the Raven out after the Sestris over here. It is close to unsteady. I'm going to Vigilance it to deal with that. And then we are going to do what we can on this guy. I think we will go ahead and overheat a little bit. So we narked him, but missed basically everything else. Okay.
Heat is frying my internals.
Phase 20. That's neither of these mechs. That's huge. The line holder moves, fires on the Manticore. I don't care about this. I don't care about this in the slightest. What I do care about is our Stiletto's survival. We could move behind the Raptor and light it up. It would have to be a punch, though, not a kick. Similarly, we could move behind the Thorn. It would have to be a punch. I don't want to move behind the Javelin. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to move it over this way.
No problem.
We're going to disengage the Stiletto briefly and brace it like so. This is inauspicious up here right now. The Gladiator moves up and melee attacks the Sestris? Nope, just goes for it. Okay. The armor's holding on that for now,
Yes,
so that's fine by me. We're going to move the Centurion up here. It is overheated right now. We are not going to fire the heavy rifle or the ER medium laser. We're just going to fire the SRMs and sink a little heat. Some internal damage there. We'll take it. The javelin is now definitely unsteady and ejected, actually. We'll happily take that. Okay. Next up is our hunchback. I'm actually strongly considering moving the hunchback up here.
Understood. Moving fast.
And firing on that sniper turret. We'll not fire the ER medium lasers for obvious reasons. This overheat is okay. Once we are out of the fire, it will no longer be an issue. We did hit that sniper turret, so that's great. Phase 15, they have a lot of movement. Let's see what they do. No damage on that thorn. It's okay. I'm hoping to pull them back to the ridge here. That's the Prowler. Sure. Okay, we'll see what the enemies do. They have 3 movers in Phase 15, same as us. Yes, back to that ridge. Very nice. Okay.
Ready to rock.
So this Centurion, I would love to go for that Cestrus. And actually, I feel like we maybe should. Just turn like this. We did manage to narc it. Yeah, let's shred some armor off of it.
I got you.
That was a nice armor shred.
My SRMs are out.
Yes, I'm aware. You don't have SRMs, but that was your chaff countermeasures. Okay. Now the Raptor moves. Also fires on that same Centurion. It got some internal damage through armor there.
Armor breach.
We'll
Internal
keep
damage.
that in mind.
I'm listening.
The Ghost is going to join us on this flanking maneuver. Although I kind of hate this flanking maneuver. Up here, turning our back to all of this, yeah, I'll pass on that. We're going to sprint the Ghost around over here, sink heat, and be in position to help out the Stiletto when it goes up here next round. Okay. More damage to the Hunchy. The Hunchy's armor will
That's all
hold.
you got?
We don't care about that. And next up is our Vulcan, which actually should probably also join in this flanking maneuver. We could position here for right now, which would allow us to fire on the Raptor, which is actually out of those missiles. That's fine by me. And we may stray shot this guy, so I'm okay with this. Okay, we got a little damage into him. That's fine. These guys are in serious danger right now. The Gladiator jumps. Fires on the Cestrus. Almost kills it, but not quite. So that will use up another unit's round to kill that Cestrus, and I like that a lot. Manticore firing at the light mortar carrier. It almost killed it, I feel like.
Orders.
It's got to be close. The Blackjack is going to position over here, and we're going to help out with that Cestrus. I think we don't fire the Bombast. More armor reduction over there. Nice. Okay. Our ally is moving again now. Who is phase 11? Is that this guy? Oh, he's probably going to die to fire, isn't he? Yup. Burn damage. Oof. I was really hoping that he would not do that, and he would take another turn. Okay, they fired on the Hunchy. They stray-shotted the Raven, which I don't really like.
Think they can hurt me?
Well, we'll see what the turrets do here. Cestrus ace pilots away. Firing on that Prowler? Sure. I'm completely okay with this. Go for it. Okay.
Yes, Commander.
Now it's the Raven's turn. So the Raven is going to sprint in over here, and we are going to only fire the Narc again.
Fire.
That's a successful Narc.
Right.
Fantastic. The Stiletto is, at this point, we could get up and hit the Thorn. Wait, if we were to go from this position, apparently we can't. Yeah, that's not going to work. Fine. What if we were to come into point-blank range here, right behind... Actually, I would rather go for the Thorn here, I think. Absolutely. I would absolutely rather go for the
Roger
Thorn.
that.
We're going to come in here,
Speed.
and I think at this point we accept these odds. And we're just like, he has a very little rear armor. Let's see how this goes.
Everything I've got.
It's a structure exposure. We took out the torso there.
I'm out of short-range missiles.
I've definitely seen better.
Skipper,
At this point, this Centurion is going to turn this direction. And we're going to continue LRMing the Sestris.
Affirmative.
It's a lot of armor reduction. Phase 18. Who moves? It is the Raptor. The Raptor is no longer anywhere near as dangerous.
Waiting for orders.
This Centurion is going to close in over here. I'm not going to waste our time attacking this Thorn. That's not going to happen. The Gladiator we have pretty good hit odds on. There's actually 2 Gladiators up here. We could fire on the sniper turret here. And we could stray shot their Gladiators.
10-4.
I don't think we did. But regardless,
Keep an
that
eye
was
on my
damage
team
output.
commander.
I like it. Okay, fire on the Manticore? Sure. Go for it. Absolutely. That's fine.
Commander.
At this time, I want the Ghost to come up over... Do I want to finish off the Thorn, or do I want to attack the Raptor here? This would be a charge. We could simply move here and choose our hit odds.
Moving.
Our hit odds are far better on the Thorn. Finish him. Fantastic. The Thorn is now dead.
That there's a kill.
Indeed it is. The line holder moves up, fires on the stiletto. I don't care. That's fine. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, and this is going to be going for a while longer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I don't like splitting up these missions, but sometimes it must be done. This is a lot of enemies. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.